The Earth seems enormous, with countless countries, billions of people, diverse faiths and ideologies. The Earth is surprisingly small, smaller than anyone might imagine. We invite you on a journey into the vastness of the universe. As we move away from Earth and the solar system, our voyage will feel like traveling back in time. We will reach the point in the cosmos where everything began. Along the way, we will discover places and phenomena most of us have never even dreamed of. We will explore whether beings similar to us exist elsewhere in the universe. On this journey, we will encounter those millions of miles away who seem to speak our languages. Yes, you will witness this remarkable phenomenon as part of our exploration. We will also look at planets that could potentially become our future homes. Today marks the first step in this extraordinary journey. Our adventure begins at our first destination, 0.384 million kilometers away, the Moon. It is the closest celestial body to Earth, so close that a spacecraft can reach it within 3 to 4 days, yet so far that all the planets, including Earth and the Moon, could fit within the distance between them. Approximately 30 Earths could line up in this gap. This spherical stone has been humanity's most beautiful dream for millennia. As children, many of us imagined an old lady spinning yarn on the Moon. However, no such figure was found when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed there on July 24, 1969. The subsequent 6 moon missions also found no trace of this tale. Science replaced these enchanting stories with facts. For example, until the last century, Japanese schoolchildren read a story about an elderly man wandering in a forest. He spotted a jackal, a rabbit, and a monkey playing together. Hungry and tired, he asked them for food. The monkey fetched a fish from a stream, while the lazy jackal brought a lizard. The rabbit, unable to find anything, offered itself to satisfy the man's hunger, jumping into the fire in a display of selflessness. The old man, revealed to be Saka, the god of the skies, pulled the rabbit from the flames and imprinted its image on the moon as a reward. This story symbolized virtue and sacrifice. Such tales have been popular worldwide. Even today, many people imagine shapes or faces on the moon's surface. But what are these shapes? They are not images, but lava and ash spread across the moon's surface. When Neil Armstrong and his team returned from the moon 50 years ago, they brought samples of this lava. Scientists discovered that these formations resulted from volcanic eruptions 3.5 billion years ago. The lava spread over thousands of kilometers, solidifying into areas now called lunar seas, or Maria. Each sea has a name, such as the Sea of Knowledge, the Sea of Crises, and the Sea of Cold. The brighter areas on the moon, which appear like deserts, are actually ash deposits from ancient volcanic explosions. When sunlight strikes these ashes, they reflect light in every direction. Neil Armstrong's footprint on this soft ash left a clear, deep mark. These footprints, along with those of the other 12 astronauts who walked on the moon during Apollo missions, remain intact. The absence of air, clouds, and rain on the moon means no erosion. These prints will remain for millions or even billions of years. But will humanity exist in its current form by then? Or will evolution change us? Perhaps humanity's conflicts will have led to its end. Regardless, the footprints of Neil Armstrong and other astronauts, as well as the tracks of lunar vehicles and even golf balls hit by astronaut Alan Shepard, will endure on the moon's surface. One name, however, stands out among these marks. During the Apollo 17 mission in 1972, Eugene Cernan, the mission commander, spent 3 days on the moon. Before leaving, he etched Tracy, his daughter's name, onto the lunar surface. It was his eternal gift to her, though he regretted not photographing it despite having a camera. Apollo 17 marked humanity's last manned mission to the moon. The famous image of Earth taken from the moon during this mission remains one of the most iconic photos in history. While both Neil Armstrong and Eugene Cernan have passed away, the future holds promise. humanity is preparing to establish a permanent base on the moon within the next 10 to 15 years. Such a base could enable research and utilization of lunar resources. For now, we see only one side of the moon. Have you ever wondered why only one side is visible? The reason lies in the moon's synchronized rotation and revolution. It takes the same amount of time to orbit Earth as it does to spin on its axis, resulting in the same side always facing us. This phenomenon is known as face lock. However, humanity's curiosity led to the discovery of the moon's far side. This hidden hemisphere was first photographed years ago. Recently, China's robotic mission landed there, conducting experiments and uncovering new insights about the moon and Earth's creation. Interestingly, the far side of the moon is brighter and has fewer dark spots, making it even more stunning. Had poets seen this side, their verses might have described it differently. Scientists believe the moon was once part of Earth, separated 4.5 billion years ago after a massive meteor impact. Following the laws of gravity, the moon began orbiting Earth. Over time, it has been drifting farther away, moving 3.8 centimeters annually. This distance is measured using retroreflectors placed on the moon by astronauts from multiple Apollo missions. These mirrors reflect laser beams from Earth, allowing precise measurements. At this rate, the moon will be invisible to Earth after 50 billion years. But long before that, in 45 billion years, the sun will burn out, and Earth will become a lifeless story. If humanity hopes to survive, it must find ways to live on other planets or in space, with love and unity, for love conquers all. Now, let's move towards the sun. It is said that before the end of the world, the sun will rise from the west. Yet, there's a land where every day feels like doomsday. Yes, we are heading there next.